Rich Rising or Grand Risings to all. I'm gonna call this one a little self-check-in. I'm gonna just go straight in. I ain't even ready to take too long, just keep it short and brief as usual. So I know I need to be heard, so I'm gonna, get the word out. First off, before I even start the video, I gotta self-congratulate myself. I ain't doing no stopping just because plane's coming right now. I'm just gonna go straight in, like I said. Hopefully y'all can hear me too, but here nor there, had to check in with myself. I just took a little walk, great little walk. I don't know if you probably can. Yeah, the bag is like right there. Here nor there, had to take a little self walk. Hope y'all been taking those too. I highly encourage y'all to take self walks randomly, no matter where you at. Highly encouraged. But here nor there, I just been thinking about a lot of walking and stuff like that, and I was really thinking about why God put me here and put me in this position that I'm in now currently. Hold on, let me clean the camera real quick. I don't like how that's looking. There we go. Look a little better now. Should be good. But here nor there, I had to stop and check on myself, and I was wondering why God, put me in the position that I'm in and put me in places that I'm meant to be. And I looked on a bigger scale, went in a little deep, and I realized I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. And I don't know who that message for, but I feel like somebody needed to hear that. You exactly where you need to be, no matter what it looks like. You feel what I'm saying? Regardless if you're arguing with this person, arguing with that person, or things just look bad right now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, no matter what they tell you. Here nor there. I say that to say, I was wondering why, and then I just put it all together. Maybe I am in the right place. Not only that, but maybe I needed this time of solitude to ground myself and get back to where I needed to be, because everything is still set in stone. Everything I said I was going to do, I'm still going to do. And I had to give shout outs to my shooters back home, for real. I ain't going to say no names, but you know who you is if you ever watch this. Shout out to y'all boys, you feel what I'm saying? Because y'all definitely kept the king head on straight, even when my head wasn't on straight, you feel me? Y'all fixed my crown to a whole different extent where I never thought I could even put the crown back on, because I was thinking about me going back and everything that happened and all of that. When I went back home, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland originally, the murder land, murder cap, if nobody ain't tell you, but now you know. I was just thinking about all the stuff that happened when I went back and stuff like that, and I'm looking at it on a bigger scale. I used to think I was tripping, but at the same time, I felt like that trip out was necessary, because I was going through an awakening process. I didn't see, stuff from this view at the time because I was younger, and it's not even a blame it on the younger excuse, because we all was young and dumb at one point. But I feel like y'all get what I'm saying when I go into that. Here nor there. I had to stop and give myself grace. That's why I really stopped. This is more so of an appreciation video for myself, you feel what I'm saying? And seeing how far I came, because I definitely came far. I'm a lot more chill than I used to be. I'm a lot more patient than I used to be. It's just a lot of things that I am that I thought I would never even reach due to my environment. And I got a shout out to Seattle for that too, you feel what I'm saying? Because they better, and though I can't even say they better, just Seattle as a whole, the environment better how I think, my thought process, the way I speak, obviously. You see, I don't short abbreviate everything like I used to, and it just helped with my overall growth. And I really want to shout out to Seattle for real, because regardless of what it looks like and, the people that from here say about it, because, I'm not going to lie, certain places it is a SHIT hole. I ain't going to say the word, but shout out to baby girl, too, for the enlightenment. She told me watch the curse words, so I'm trying to work on that as well. Here nor there. I just had to give grace and give my own self-satisfaction, because I'm used to always being humble. I really don't pop it how I need to, but man, I grew up. You heard me. I grew up. You heard me. When I tell you I grew up, babe, I grew up, and a lot of things changing. I'm making money in my sleep now. And it's not even from this. This is another way coming soon. Just wait on it. Once I get those 1,000 subscribers, that's what I'm reaching for. well, 1,000 plus. I really don't even care about the 1,000, but that's when you get paid on here. So, another way. But it just made me, like, the walk in general made me look at myself on a whole different scale. Like, man, I really grew up. Like, I'm not on the same time when I was. I'm not always like, watching over my shoulders. I know y'all can see when I'm making the videos, I don't always, every 2 seconds and stuff like that, because that's what I'm used to. That's where I come from, But now it's like I can actually just focus. And I got to give myself gratitude. I got to give myself grace. I got to be more patient with myself. And I'm learning that as I grow. But yeah, I just had to stop and give myself some motivation, you feel what I'm saying, to keep going. I'm here. I'm about to post now again, even though it's a little late, due to a little incident. Power outage happened earlier, so I couldn't post on time when I was supposed to. But I'ma still post. I don't care who really sees it. Y'all gonna see it when y'all see it. Hopefully y'all wake up and see it, or hopefully, you see it when it's a time that's really needed. Here nor there. Back to giving myself grace and, gratitude. I'm a grown man, for real. And it felt good, me actually saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only that, I gotta give myself more grace for taking care of everybody, even if it's not in the ways that's needed, but you know what I'm saying? Just like all the stuff I did in general for everybody, like, man, I noticed I'm a support system, I'm a care package. And that's the biggest thing, and this might be for you too, you feel what I'm saying? Like, notice you might be held back from, and you feeling like you've been held back from, always supporting everybody, but everybody got their roles. That's what I really wanted to speak on. Like, if you're a support system, if you're a care package, regardless of your sign, keep being that, bro. Don't stop being that because of your environment or minor changes that came into your life that made you want to, like, change who you are. Don't change who you are for nobody. Don't change your heart for nobody. Don't do none of that, because if you're a loving person, be a loving person. If you're a killer, be a killer. That's what I really wanted to recommend. That was the main point as well, to come on here and say that, because, man, I feel like nobody not preaching that as much. And even if you are a killer, I don't want you to be just a random killer or just a regular killer. You feel what I'm saying? Be a killer with heart. That's what I really encourage. So I don't want the youth to keep going back and forth, especially our people. Because it seems like that's the main problem. It seems like... I did not mean to spit me a video, but I had to. Hold one more time. But if you want to be a killer, like I said, be a killer with heart. You feel what I'm saying? Think wisely about your decisions, because motherfucker, people talk how they talk, walk how they walk, and think all this, and this is another one message to my YNs. You feel what I'm saying? You walking how you walking. And trust me, this is coming from a YN. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a part of Gen Z. And I'm not proud of it, you feel what I'm saying? Because I was doing the same thing that they're doing. But at the same time, you feel what I'm saying? I grew up early. And I want to give y'all a head start before it's too late, man. Because once you reach that prison, or not even prison, once you reach that jail cell, it's going to be a whole different wake-up call, man. And you might not get this opportunity to sit back and have the time to reflect, because you always got to put on them shoes. If you know, I ain't going to go too deep in that, but you know what I'm talking about. If you're really from that, you're going to have to put on them shoes. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to go through that, because it's going to force you to grow to an extent that you're not ready to grow at. And if you don't, you feel what I'm saying? You know what's going to happen after that, and I ain't going to speak on that, but I don't wish that on nobody. Hope y'all stay out the streets, you feel what I'm saying? Because they've been dead. They've been dead for a minute. I don't know what people thinking, like the average YN thinking, you feel what I'm saying? But I want you to really think about what I'm saying. I'm only 24. I ain't that old. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still here. I'm still in the politics. I never left them, for real. Like, I left them to an extent, but every time I try to leave, something always end up pulling me back. But, we getting better with time. My main encouragement and or words of advice is stay out of the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Don't wait till it's too late, because you're going to be making chi-chis. Who knows? You might end up being somebody B. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we don't want on the set. You feel what I'm saying? We're trying to keep y'all away from that, man, because sadly, unfortunately for me, I had to learn that way. I had to learn from going in and out of jail multiple times and thousands of times and thousands of, like, bro, I done lost count how many times I done went to jail, especially for petty-ish. it's not worth it. These are the things I keep away though. These are the things I don't speak on. These are the things I hide. And it's not even to hide it, but like, who wants to show that? But now, you know, I can speak on it because I'm free. I just want y'all to keep y'all head on the swivel, man. You feel what I'm saying? Tell my youngin', keep popping your ish. You feel me? I see y'all boys. Don't think I ain't watching. And trust me, that bag is coming. I'm already making it in my sleep in due time when the extras of hundreds of thousands come in and all that. Once those start coming in, oh yeah, it's gonna be a party, baby, and we're gonna leave it at that. Just had to give myself some self-encouragement and motivation to keep doing what I'm doing. Shout out to all my YNs. Shout out to everybody who helped me along the way. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to myself as well, because I'm growing, I'm being better, and I'm doing better. And I just wanted to let y'all know that, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Long live that empire, and vivat imperium mortem as always, and peace and love to all the gods and goddesses.